I'm here.
No problem. Yay. Merry Christmas, Beth.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Hooray.
Happy new place.
Welcome to 2023. 5,
4,
4,
3,
2,
and 1.
1.
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the Happy Hour.
Welcome back, Happy Hour listeners. We're back to our losing ways after the Habs got fucking crushed by the Seattle Kraken. My name's David Auger. I am at Glaucus123 on Twitter.com, joined as always by Beth.
Hello, I'm back. I'm at HIV or HYT on Twitter, and I thought Dave was going to said lewd ways.
yeah.
And Veronica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm at CHILE_Pepper on all of the platforms.
We're the Happy Hour on happyhour@twitter.com. Ooh, at Happy Hour on Twitter.com. Happy Hour Pod on Instagram, which I think is up to date now. Happy Hour Pod, no, on Instagram, happyhour.com, youtube.com/Happy Hour. And as was noted on Twitter, Alex said, I'm not watching it till it's on YouTube. Well, you know what, Alex? It's going to be on YouTube tonight, so you don't have to wait that
Guess
long,
what?
Yeah.
frankly. It'll probably be on
After midnight.
1 a.m.,
probably.
2 a.m. is usually when the upload is finished.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's dive right in. The Habs were not
Sam says
good
here too.
in that. Yes, the Habs were not good in that first period.
No.
We've mentioned times before that this is the rock bottom period of the Habs 22-23 campaign until tonight. This had to have been rock bottom. What were shots? 15-4 or something like
It
that?
was like 21 to 40 something.
Yeah.
But
Overall,
you didn't even get a
Oh,
roll.
you mean in the first?
just the first
Yeah, I don't know, it was
period,
bad.
and that first period was awful. 3-0. The Kraken make it at the end of the first. Goal scored by Eli Tolvanen and Daniel Sprong, who we're going to talk about, and then Vince Dunn, not of the country
Dunn
singers.
brothers?
Yeah, not the Dunn.
or whatever they are.
Yeah. What are they?
The Dunn family singers. I don't know.
Wait. Oh my God, who are the Duns country? I
Who
gotta
are the
remember that.
Duns?
They're fucking. Oh no.
Were you?
I'm thinking of who am I thinking? Brooks and Dunn. Different people.
Brooks and Dunn.
Different people.
You know.
Different people. Very
Brooks and Dunn are
popular.
a country duo.
Yeah, very popular country music duo in the
What did they
1990s. They sang. Oh boy.
Where's
You
Chloe when
listen
you
to
need
country
her?
lyrics? They're whack.
Oh, that guy's Ronnie Dunn. Never mind.
Hold on.
Who's almost?
They do Neon Moon.
Oh, they
Brooks
do
and Dunn did
Neon Moon.
And Boot Scoot Boogie.
Neon Moon. Well, that whole fucking song.
No idea.
Oh, when you hear it, you'll be like, "Oh man, gonna go,
I
boot
gotta go
shoot
two-step.
boogie here." That's going to take way too fucking long to get into the lyrics. No, fuck that.
Okay. Anyway.
No
They're
goals
like
in the second period.
down the
Habs looked a
years?
lot better. Then an empty netter by Matty Ben Ears to make it a 4-0. The other guys, Kraken. These stats aren't going to be accurate in like 2 hours. David Savard -2. That figures. 23 minutes of ice time. 23:57 for Edmondson, who led the team in defensive time on the ice. Nick Suzuki eclipses every other offensive player on the ice with 23:28. Second place would be Kirby
Juraj
Dach.
Slafkovsky.
Kirby Dach.
Kirby
Then
Dach.
Dvorak. Then Caulfield. Then, yeah, it's okay. Slavkovsky played on. Slavkovsky actually looked good. I mean, he got one shot on goal, and everyone's like, this is the greatest period of Slavkovsky's life. It's like, no. He looked pretty good, but the rest of the game, he was actually great. What I really liked about this
Was
game
there-
was...
Right?
What's that?
Was Shane right there?
No, he's in the minors.
No, he's in the
He just got
minors.
traded today.
He's not even in the AHL right now. He's in the minor junior leagues.
Junior. Yeah, he got traded today.
Oh, right.
10 picks, 2 players. Like a huge freaking. Wait, unless that was somebody else. Whatever. I
I
don't
think
pay
it was
attention to
him.
Junior. Somebody else can do that and get paid for it, for fuck's sake. What I liked about this game was Jake Evans.
Yeah.
He
Puro poroto, as we say in Chile.
listen, as long as he keeps his head okay,
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
He's not
But,
going to do it fighting.
Yeah. He got
Yeah.
mad.
He did get mad. He was
Several
fighting
times.
some guy on the other team. I don't know who.
I feel like maybe he's been hanging out with Arbor a little too much.
Everybody needs a little more arbor in their lives.
Frankly.
I'm not joking.
There's practically nothing to talk about in this game except for Jake Evans getting pissed and almost killing Daniel Sprong. Which I thought
Yeah.
I was convinced Sprong was going to have to like leave on a stretcher with the way his head went into the corner of the board there. I couldn't believe it because Evans literally stiff-armed his head into it, and I'm shocked that there wasn't like a roughing called on that. But
Yeah.
let's
Hey?
not talk about officials.
No.
Why would we ever talk about the officials with their incredible, aptitude
They're just great
for calling the game?
members of the judicial branch.
I'm
Yeah.
I am
The judiciary.
Yeah.
out of my mind with some of the calls that were called. Like, yeah, I get it. The hooking call on Kovalev with the guy that was trying to play the puck between his legs and he was turned around anyway before. Oh my god, that. Woo! The boarding call in the third period. That was not. Well, boarding was not called on whoever. It's just there was so much.
Yeah.
Just,
And a massive hooking.
Oh
I think
my
it was in
lord.
the third. I was like, well, okay. All right.
I just don't get it. I don't get it, and no one ever will. It's impossible. I have no hope. Zero. None. For the integrity of the game's officiating to ever get better. Like, I have no. Why would
No.
it? Why would it?
No reason to have any faith. at
We've been
all.
at this for 5 years. It's been bad every season.
Yeah. I always think of you, Dave, too, every time I see the puck go close to an official.
Oh my god! It drives me fucking crazy. Get them off the fucking ice.
An extra consideration that the players have to have, like, oh, I've got to let up, or I've got to like.
It fucks with the game.
It
Yeah.
does.
Like
need to
in
not-
soccer, there are refs on the field. I get it. Oh, Dave, actually, don't you know the soccer field is bigger than ice
I was
rink?
just about to say.
Okay, there's also one. God, and officiating in
thought
soccer, we can fucking that's a whole other goddamn thing. But at least they use computers to determine who the fuck's offsides. Anyway, another thing people don't like about soccer, just fuck. You can't rely on people with officiating. You'll get officiating in football. Football? Oh my god. I think curling's well officiated.
Our friend there, Demar,
Who?
the football player who who had
Oh,
a
yeah.
West.
Yeah.
Demar Hamlin.
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin. Yeah.
Oh, the
It's like-
Bills player that had a heart attack that had nothing to do with the hit against his chest, but everything to do with the vaccine, that poison that he took. Because, of course, we've
Said it was a
seen
vaccine.
multiple young athletes just drop on the field of football, not because of, blunt force trauma. I fucking hate you vaccine-denying shitbags. Crawl into
Yeah.
your hole and just expire without
My patients
spreading
have-
anything. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. My
Holy
patients-
Christ. I mean, they do have a point. Every time someone gets hit in football and they're vaccinated, they have a heart attack. We've been wheeling fucking football players into hospitals for the past 2 years. It's fucking crazy. It's an epidemic. You fucking morons.
And how come the same thing happened to Chris Pronger? That was way before COVID.
Yeah. Maybe he just had COVID-1.
Yeah, COVID-1 instead of COVID-19.
Speaking of vaccine deniers, I sent this in the DMs, but do you guys remember Diamond and Silk?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Diamond, Diamond died of COVID today.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Oh,
It sucks that she
for
was so
poor-
cold.
like, I mean, that's what I mean about these people.
Yeah.
These people, families are like they just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is the only thing, that there are innocent people out there that are just super misinformed and very,
Yes.
Just
and it-
grift until it kills you. That
I
is the
know.
right wing way in America.
Imagine. So you guys don't know this, and it might be something that I should have said offline, but my uncle, my aunt, her husband, he died from COVID because he was an anti-vaxxer. He was an anti-vaxxer and a COVID denier. Sweetest man you'll ever meet. Sweetest man you'll ever meet.
Are you
And
not-
and I mean, it had something to do with my aunt passing away as well. Like after she left, he was just like, okay, I'm gone. Bye. I'm out of here. But I mean, so he was also very sad, but yeah, he died of COVID. No vax. And it's just like, it's hard to comprehend. Like I'm telling you, I love this man. He was a like honestly, the sweetest, most wonderful man you'll ever meet, but he had some beliefs where our beliefs didn't align, but I really adored him. But like, it's so like, even normal people fall for it,
Oh, for sure.
For
For sure.
normal,
And, like,
you
there's-
know what I mean?
Like there's a big thing in the Black community where, so like Black people and people of color have been used as lab rats in the medical community or by medical professionals to test things on. And so there are a lot of people who know about this, and they don't, therefore then they start to distrust a lot of new medical things because they know about that history and they don't want to be tested on because they're afraid of that.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to one of the doctors I work with, and apparently there was this man who was working on a vaccine that's similar to, like, super similar to COVID, a disease that's super similar to COVID, and it like manifests in camels. I don't remember exactly. I have to look it up. And he was working on something, and like right before he was about to like publish everything and like whatever, COVID-19 happened, and he had to move like all of his stuff that he had been working on for years to COVID-19 work. And basically they think that if they had been able to publish everything originally, like with the camels, and then have it move to COVID-19, like, and be like, hey, this was actually worked on for years ahead of time, it just was in this manifestation, and then it got switched over here to this slightly different manifestation, that people might have been more trusting about it. But they think that it was just developed like in 3 seconds, and they don't trust it because it's too new and not safe.
Yeah.
And all that business bullshit.
I mean, we're going to see, like, soon, in 30 years, people will look back at us and say, holy shit, they were stupid.
Well, I mean, influenza's still around, and that hit in 1919, so.
But I mean, of all of the horrible things that have coincided, like, and my uncle, who I'm talking to you about, he was very right wing, and it seems to be a right wing, left wing thing that's just.
Well, I think part of it, though, I mean, granted, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how, I don't know exactly how it was done in Canada, but when it came out here, it was heavily politicized instead of just being like forever.
Donald Trump killed over 1 million Americans.
From
Done.
day one.
Easy.
From day one.
Easy.
Yeah.
Ebola. Remember how many people died of Ebola in the States? 2 or 3? Damn, Obama.
Ebola?
Yeah. Fuck
E. coli.
E.
Or
coli.
Ebola.
Are you sure?
Which one?
Is
Oh God, are they together now?
coli is the name.
All I remember is during the Obama administration, Fox News was going fucking crazy because a guy with either E. coli or Ebola came from Khmer Rouge to New York, hung out with a bunch of people, went to his apartment, and eventually he was found and quarantined and all that shit. Now, different pathogens diseases. It's a different thing. It's not COVID. So it's not like, as contagious unless you spit in someone's eye. I don't know, whatever. Just it was contained, figured out in like a month or two. And the outrage from the right wing in regards to that even happening like that. Fucking Fox News being a bunch of hypocrite shitbags and murdering people for fucking money. Habs win against the Blues on Saturday night as a score of 5-4 in a thrilling game that I did not watch.
I said they were going to win. I had a feeling.
Good. Brendan Saad opens the scoring in the first period. Of course, in the last few seconds. What was that, Beth?
Our friend Rene Carl was there. It was his birthday.
Oh, nice.
And he and Abby got to go and be there. So I'm glad that he got a win for his birthday.
Bon fête. Oh, that also brings to mind my trip to Montreal for the Rocket.
For the Rocket.
I think I already talked about it. Joe drove in 5 hours out of town, watched the Rocket.
Yeah, what a champion.
Favorite players, Rafael Javi Pinard. He gets a fucking hat trick that night. Incredible. Incroyable, as they say over wherever Joe lives.
Because we just talked, Dave, you and I, on Thursday.
What's that?
We just talked on Thursday.
Oh, I know. There's not a whole lot to talk about tonight, except for how terrible the Habs are. And we're going to also mention, too, that, oh, guys, it's not the retro reverse jersey. Yes, it is.
Yes,
the Habs are objectively terrible. These jerseys make them worse.
You think the jerseys augment the horribleness?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, totally. They do look like pajamas, and I would rock those pajamas. But I just,
Well, okay,
They're scrubs.
they need. Yeah,
Nurse
I mean,
scrubs.
I wear scrubs every day for my job.
passenger side left in to holler at me.
Which is not a Vincent Dunn song. Brendan Saad opens the scoring for the Blues at the end of the first period, and then Yoel Armia said, I'm done with this shit. Ties it up. He's
been trying so hard.
Yeah. Then Alexei Toropchenko. Oh, Toropchenko. Okay. Gives the lead back to the Blues, and Kirby Dach said, no, I'm sick of this shit. Power play goal. 2-2 going into the third. Then Cole Caulfield said, and we're going to take a lead. And then, nope, Nikita Alexandrov scores for the Blues. Followed by, Pavel Buchnevich. Yeah, of course. Power play. Seattle takes the lead 4-3. Then Yoel Armia said, enough. I had fucking enough of this shit. Ties it up. And then Power Horse wins the game for the Habs. 5-4 Montreal.
Jonathan Drouin's goal.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Anderson, poor Jonathan Drouin. It was so like, oh.
That would have been his first. I thought it was Jonathan Drouin until all that happened. Oh, I remember why I missed this game. I'll tell you guys in a bit.
Anderson said that he was on the bench congratulating Drouin. He thought it was Drouin's too himself.
No, I'm joking. He obviously didn't do it deliberately, but he.
No, yes.
In fact.
Yes, he did.
As a matter of fact, he's whether it's intentional or not.
Number 17 supremacy for me. But good for the Habs. So we did not replicate the 8-game skid, which was getting bad because it was pointless in 6 at that point. And that was
we had
bad.
today.
So now the Habs have their first win of 2023.
Yay.
Hey. Oh, okay. One of the quiz questions. Tonight was the third game of how many home games for the Habs in the month of January?
Oh.
9, 11, or 12?
9.
12.
No.
See, I don't look these up, but I'm crowdsourcing.
I have
now.
the calendar right here, and I miscounted.
Oh, okay, well, good. So that's okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So you just tell me.
4, 5, 9. Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, 10.
10.
What was Nick Suzuki's face-off percentage? 36?
70.
56 or 60?
Today? Today? 66.
66.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Shot attempts? Joel Edmondson? 3, 4, 5,
Attempts?
6? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Joel Edmond. 3.
No attempts.
Oh.
I'll take
10?
5.
5. The thing is that at the end, they don't tell you what you got wrong.
Oh.
Oh, that's dumb.
Tonight's game marked the midway point of the 2022-2023 season.
Hey, we only have another half of this to go.
Hey.
That's all. It's like we get to do it all over again from the start.
It's October.
It's
Okay, so I'm
October.
please let it be at least half over.
Yeah. So there it
The
is.
candy
But
and
then we're gonna be sad when it's April.
Oh no, we got the draft to look forward to because of course we're
Jesus
going to get
Christ.
Bedard.
Oh yeah, Nashville. Fuck, I gotta save money.
is it in Nashville?
It's in Nashville.
I'm not going to Nashville.
I'll go to
would love
fine.
to go to Lake.
Nashville's
I
fun.
would love to go and eat.
Yeah, there's so much food.
yeah.
The pancake pantry.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, I'm not a pancake person.
They
I
have
do like
crepes.
barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dolly
love
Parton is
barbecue.
there.
I'm known for my love of barbecue.
Are you? No.
I could not care less about barbecue.
What about Dolly Parton?
What about like a lamb?
I don't have to barbecue a
What?
lamb to eat it. You can just eat it.
Oh, like on a spit.
It's messy. I hate messy shit.
What?
Yeah.
A barbecue sandwich? Or you can eat it with a fork. They make barbecue plates you eat with a fork.
Oh no, I'm all about the barbecue. You would not survive in Chile.
Fine, me and Veronica are gonna go to Nashville.
Fine.
If you have people over to eat, it's barbecue.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
God.
roast a pig in the ground.
Oh yeah, and there's all kinds of like all the different courses. Empanadas is the like
When I was a kid, we had
asada.
this festival at church every summer, and one of the guys that went to church, he was from Samoa, and he would always barbecue a pig in the ground. He would like dig a pit
Yes.
in the yard of the church and like roast a pig in it
Oh my God. I'm drooling.
every year.
It's pretty cool.
Anyway, I'm vegan now, but Dave doesn't like barbecue. Okay, so we can't take him
Okay, so did
anywhere.
they beat the Kraken in the first game? I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, they beat the Kraken the first time around. Yeah.
Okay. So they
Yeah.
split the
Yeah, that was
season.
in Seattle. That was their first time the Habs won in Seattle since the Kraken were a team.
Right.
Remember that
First
being-
time ever.
That was a point of contention.
So thank you for helping me with that. I'm gonna tell you guys right away if we got it right or wrong.
Cool. I'm pretty sure about Edmondson because there were some plays there where Savard and him were just fucking howitzing the goal. Now, when they say shot attempts, I'm not sure if that means shots on goal.
It said
That's-
shot attempt.
Yeah, that's a different stat.
Is not against
Officiality.
the law.
Now, granted, that's the Habs app.
Yeah.
We
Oh, we got
we
50%?
got an F. We got
That's too
50%.
bad.
Yep. Just
Well-
like I passed, mom.
Yeah. All right. So, some interesting stuff before the game today. Jake Allen is apparently injured from
Practice.
from practice. Apparently, but it happened yesterday.
Yeah, they were at home.
Yeah, I mean that's why I keep I remember reading about it. And said, oh yeah, he was injured yesterday, so he was practicing this morning. And I was like, okay, maybe just to try it out. So, anyways, Caden Primo is brought up from Laval, and he hasn't played in a while because Caden's been injured for a good amount of time. But he was the backup for Sam Montembeau, and yeah, so that happened. We have medical updates from Friday, I guess. Yeah, the last major medical updates. Mike Matheson and Monahan skated Friday morning. 2 more weeks for those guys. Bren Gallagher, lower body injury. 2 weeks as well for him.
And he was
And-
apparently spotted in a boot today.
In a like a boot that you put on your foot.
What are you talking about?
Mm. And Caden Gooley 8 weeks, so we probably won't see him until
My
2,
birthday.
3,
Garbage
4.
time.
Yeah, end of February. While the
Time.
others
Like,
will
it's
see.
Over.
Ooh, the others might be back for the game against Boston or Toronto. Oh, I'm gonna be in Montreal on that weekend actually.
Oh yeah, Marc
Well,
Andre Perot was the one who reported Gallagher at a boot.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
I want to reiterate, Connor Bedard is not a guarantee. If the Habs win first
I know.
overall 2 years in a row, we're no better than the Edmonton Oilers. And that pains me.
Hey, we've got time.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching him, during some of the tournament, and holy crap, that kid would look good in a Habs uniform.
Oh
but
yeah, he would absolutely.
I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna be one of those
No.
people, but
I'm not going to go and say no,
Yeah.
because the tank does not exist. If tanking
No.
exists, I will close down the podcast and stop watching hockey.
no, it doesn't exist.
It's not real.
It's the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah.
This is the thing that kind of, that this time of year, like I was saying to Max yesterday, like this is going to be a long fucking whatever it is, 6 months till July.
Yeah,
Like all of this talk.
facts.
Because there was a scenario apparently in
Uh-oh.
which somebody was proposed, because he's gone down the rabbit hole on Twitter and all of that stuff, Max. And so he's like, with all of these nerds that are always like, capologists.
First
everything.
mistake.
So, exactly. I keep on telling, anyway, he'll do what he wants. But it was a trade scenario where somebody trades the first overall pick to Montreal. And then the other way, it's like 5 picks and Cole Caulfield.
Yeah,
No.
that's the only way something like that would happen. Like that is not happening.
Like, no.
Nobody's trading away the first overall pick for Connor Bedard. It's like, oh, Edmonton, yeah, what ended up happening actually is that they traded the first overall pick for like half of fucking Arizona or something, It's like, no, that's so, these people have nothing to do but bullshit.
Hate it.
So there's this thing in
Ah!
psychology called maladaptive daydreaming. And it's
that.
where
That's-
you
I do
look
that.
at Dave's face. It's basically
We need a term
it's
for
form of-
everything.
it's a form of escapism. And it's just like where you just think of these like crazy elaborate scenarios
Oh, I totally do that.
all day long. You don't do anything else. And I
You
feel
know,
like that's
there's
what lot of
there's
people-
already a term for that, and it's called conspiracy theories.
well, you don't. I mean, yeah,
It's like a daydreaming, just like
Or
thinking of
daydreaming.
no, we're just gonna make up this random ass scenario, and this is how the Habs are gonna get the first overall pick, no matter what happens. No,
Isn't that how half of marriages end?
maladaptive daydreaming.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, mine ended.
I've never been
I
married.
think more than half of married. Nobody's getting married anymore.
No, it just makes me think of folks that think of scenarios that their partner is not doing and then blaming them for the scenarios that
Oh,
they thought
no,
of.
That's just anxiety.
That's anxiety and like just
Sounds like
extreme-
maladaptive daydreaming to me.
Maladaptive daydreaming is you think of good things, like you think
Yeah.
of things that you want to happen.
Yeah.
And
I'm with you.
instead of
I'm-
facing reality, you're just
following.
like lost in the sauce all day long.
Yeah.
What's the definition of maladaptive?
It's bad for you because you're not facing your real surroundings and circumstances. You're only thinking of good things in your head that you want to happen. It's daydreaming, not nightmare.
Oh, you're adapting to the Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
It's
and-
maladaptive because you're not adapting to reality. You're just lost in your
you're
daydreams.
living in your fantasy. But the other thing, like I knew somebody who was like that, like the people who assign their current partner and blame their current partner for the sins of their last partner.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
That's just that shit doesn't work. I'm here to tell you,
That's interesting.
it doesn't work. Oh my God. I counseled a girlfriend every day for a year with this guy who they should have erected a statue for this guy. I'm telling you.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that doesn't work either.
Huh.
I just don't understand. Like, why can't I don't know why people can't be surprised. Like they have to figure stuff out before it happens. They have to know.
Yeah. You have to learn for yourself, right? It doesn't matter what anybody tells you.
Like
What happened?
we don't know what the Habs are gonna pick at yet. We won't know until
yeah.
the lottery
No,
happens.
until we know.
Like we're not gonna know until April.
This is the only time,
Oh.
like in a very long time, that I've even looked at somebody, and that was just by mistake because I was watching the game and I was just like, "Oh, holy shit!" Game's really-
Whenever I look at somebody, I always, reprimand myself as well. It's a mistake.
Don't perceive anyone.
Oh.
No perception allowed.
Someone else. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry has an incredible Twitter account.
Yes.
And today they tweeted tanks. This is what we think about every day, every minute. And I retweeted it as, well, Habs fans.
Yeah.
That's all.
Speaking of Ukraine,
Gord Miller talking about Ukraine right now too. How
yes,
about
Gord
that?
Miller and some other people helped the under 20s play today. Where was
That's
that?
right. They won 5-1.
Against who did they play?
Somebody dumb.
They played against the University of Manitoba. So it was the under 25 team playing in Winnipeg.
Nice.
So that was really cool that they were able to do that. Rick Westhead also was talking about it. And Rick Westhead tried to give Gord Miller all the credit, and Gord Miller was like, absolutely fucking not. A lot of people made
I
this
just
happen.
talk about it all the
Yeah.
time.
But like apparently, like the prime minister, hold on. Gord Miller tweeted a lot of cool stuff today, so definitely check him out. He is G Miller TSN on Twitter if you're not following him, which you really should be.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you even doing if you're not following him?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The Manitoba Premier was there. The Manitoba Minister of Sport was there, and the Winnipeg Mayor were all at the
Rink?
game, and it looks like they're wearing
Ooh.
traditional Ukrainian shirts in the photo, which I will send to the DMs.
Awesome.
As well.
In Habs news, good luck Ukraine. Martin St. Louis was not pleased at his presser after the game today. He said players were being passengers. He was embarrassed by the first period. He said it was unacceptable.
Finally happened.
This is from Simon Salikis. So we can expect Martin St. Louis to be fired next week.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of course.
And like Martin St. Louis, he's like when
He's not
when
going anywhere, by
short-term
the way.
people get
No.
angry, you should be very afraid because it's extra concentrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Should have seen
So
him.
like, I wouldn't want to be in that locker room.
Should have seen him
After
this
that.
morning at practice, running drills with the players, like moving the puck and shit like that. Looked pretty good for 47, I think. However old he is. Wow. Again, just going off of Simon Salikis' Twitter, since we're not listening to it live, he's making renovation references, talking about foundation. Really? How interesting.
That's just Simon's real estate.
Yeah,
It's just his real estate brain.
that's pretty funny, though. Yeah. Okay. If anybody's looking for a home in Montreal, please hit up Simon
Exactly.
Salikis.
Oh,
Yes.
Simon.
He also knows really good places to eat.
Oh, does he know good places to eat? Damn, Simon. We
I
need
still
like
think about that
$5 for
sandwich.
that one.
That sandwich. Mm,
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you
a
so much,
really
Simon.
good sandwich.
That was a really
so
good
good.
sandwich.
Like I don't go crazy for food a lot, but that sandwich I'll go crazy for. No barbecue
sandwich
at all. It
is
was
so good.
great. Ooh, buddy.
Even though that sandwich place was run by Bruins fans, it was still very good. And they
Yes, it
didn't
was very
poison
good.
us.
I mean, where else are you going to get what else do you get in Boston but a good sandwich? Nothing. You know, Boston really answers the question. Like, if you can't walk in a city or drive in a city, it's Boston. It's impossible to get around in that fucking city. It's so hard. It's awful.
Is it because it's so old?
Well, yeah. Number one, I mean, it was built when people just made a
God.
spider web out of, roads and whatnot.
Yeah, like
It's
it's
awful.
not.
And it's not
it's
pedestrian
designed
friendly.
very well, but
Oh, that's
And
too
the-
bad.
the mass transit there set up weird. But I definitely, when I was in my early 20s, walked around there for like 3 days. But I also
And you were
was,
like, where am I? I thought I was in Pittsburgh.
I was like 23 and spry and didn't give a shit.
It is a tough city to walk around.
Yeah.
I know driving there is really crazy because like even Google Maps is like, where the fuck are you? I'm like, I don't
And
know.
so it's like Montreal with construction, but then also they just like drop some spaghetti on the floor and those are the streets.
Oh yeah, like Old Italy or Italy Town, whatever the Italy part of the place is. Like,
Literally.
forget it. Little Italy. Thank you, Italy Town, Italy Town, like Italy
Italy
Town,
Town.
New York City. It's Italy Town.
Italy
It's
Town.
so-
although
it's so
their
hard.
Chinatown's really good. They have really good
Oh.
food in their Chinatown. Oh my gosh. They have one restaurant and it's
Yeah.
all vegan Chinese food made by Chinese people.
Hmm.
Delicious.
Nice. Brian Wild with a quote from Suzuki talking about Slavkovsky. Again, quoting Suzuki. He wants to produce. I told him to stick with it. We're going to be here a long time together. He had a good game tonight. He played the body. That's what he needs to do for us. Captain Nick Suzuki. Good for him. What else was there with the game? Like I said, I didn't watch the Blues game because I was away, not to do that. But this game,
There is something to say about the Blues game, which I thought was a really good thing. And that is the boys played a full 60 minutes.
yes, good. God damn it.
Yeah.
They were present.
They have not
Yes.
been doing that for the past 2 weeks.
They just seem to get desganado,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they lose the air out of their balloon as soon as they start losing, it seems like. But Saturday, they were great.
Awesome.
They really played the full 60 minutes, as they say.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. And then that was
and then
it.
today.
That was
And
it.
then- and then
today.
that was it.
Maybe it's because the Penguins were in town and they sapped the energy out of the Habs.
The entire Penguins team visiting Montreal at 4 a.m. this morning to visit their beleaguered teammate, Chris Letang.
Yes,
who's
they
recovering.
wanted to attend his father's funeral with
Oh
him.
my God, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say his funeral. I'm like, what?
I almost did. They wanted to attend his father's. They wanted to support him to attend his father's funeral, which I thought was great.
That's cool.
Um,
Good for them.
It was nice.
Cool,
of
cool,
them.
cool.
Cool.
That is really nice of them. That's what you do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as one does.
Was Jeff Petrie there?
No, he
I don't know.
they landed, then Jeff Petrie rented a car and drove his ass back to
He went
Pittsburgh.
Back to the United States.
He's like, I don't want to be here.
I want to be
He,
in
he
Canada.
couldn't get to Montreal because of his vaccination status. Oh,
You're gonna, because they flew from wherever they were playing the other day, instead of
Arizona.
flying back to Pittsburgh. Yeah, they flew directly to Montreal instead of going back to Pittsburgh. And Jeff was just like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Jeff
get on
Petrie.
this
He went
Southwest
straight to-
Airlines flight.
Straight to hurt some rent a car.
yeah. Could you imagine? I don't give a shit about this. I'm leaving. Drives off. Takes Ryan Paling with him. It's okay. I don't want to go.
Oh my god. Ew, that'd be the worst road trip ever.
Oh my God. I'd rather eat something, no.
Barbecued?
No.
What would they
I'd
listen
rather
to?
eat barbecue. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather eat a Montreal bagel with barbecue on it than go on that fucking road trip with Jeff Petrie and Ryan
Okay,
Paling.
what would they listen to? Kid
Creedence
Rock.
Clearwater.
Andrew Tate and Kid Rock.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, that.
Joe
that's-
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah. The Joe Rogan podcast, bruh.
Followed by Jordan Peterson's latest hits.
Oh, God.
Good Lord.
The devil went down to Georgia, but 50 times in a row.
Man, if we didn't have these 2 extra teams in the league, we'd be looking pretty good for lottery odds. However, 27 out of 30 isn't nearly as impressive as 27 out of 32. And
How's
as
that Chris doing?
as bad as the Habs are, oh, my buddy Chris
Chris Hilgenberger.
with the
Yes.
Ottawa Senators, well, they're doing better than the Habs.
Really? They had a horrible loss.
Yes. They are a
Okay.
better team than the Habs right now. What I'm shocked about is Chicago. They are abysmal this year.
Good.
They have
It's karma.
yeah, for sure. They have 10
It's-
wins
it's the
this
universe
entire
saying, "Fuck
season.
this."
Revenge
10
is
wins this entire season, while the Habs have 16.
Oh.
My word in heaven.
Oh, 10 wins.
10. They finally made it to double digits halfway
Call
through
me
the season.
Petty nutty.
Yeah.
Fuck
that's bad.
Chicago. The city's great. The city's great. Great hot dogs, great people.
Being romantic.
I'm drunk.
They have a
I'm high.
really awesome giant
I'm in
Starbucks
Chicago.
across from Wrigley Field with the best. It has the best Starbucks bathroom that I've ever been in.
Also,
the
apparently,
doors to the Starbucks are baseball bats, but the hockey team's terrible.
the home of the ever popular John Summit, who is taking the EDM scene by storm with his carefree attitude and fat beats.
What is that again? EDM.
Electronic dance music.
Oh, okay.
Also, did you know?
Today.
Did we already talk about how Shaq is an EDM DJ?
He better be, goddammit.
He is. He actually has some fun stuff. I learned this the
I had
other week.
his CD in the 90s, Shaq Fu, The Return.
We're
I
talking
might
about one of the greatest video games
still have it.
ever created.
I was like, I have to own this.
Oh,
I'm sure it's in a box somewhere in the basement.
it is a Mortal Kombat clone where you are playing as Shaq, who got pulled into an alternate dimension.
Oh my god.
And he has to fight like extra dimensional creatures, as I said, in like a Mortal Kombat clone. Shaq Fu. An
The Return.
incredible game.
Look up that CD. I think it was just his face on the cover. Like his face, like was the entire cover.
It is an incredible game. It is. Wow. I did play that.
It's a music CD.
Oh,
Yes. Shaq Fu, The Return.
there is a game as well.
It.
This is on Spotify. Let me look.
Just to point that out.
I wonder if it's on Spotify.
I'm
Oh.
looking right now.
I
Okay,
couldn't
so
find
what else
any
is going
songs
on?
it.
Yeah, Ottawa and Vancouver are better teams than the Habs right now.
Okay, so Shaq had multiple singles come out last year.
Last year, like DJ.
Yes, but then he also had several EPs come out in the 90s. Just
It's a-
under. Wait, is this? Just under his name, Shaq. So he had a greatest hits album come out in 1996.
I just knew about the ones.
Shaq Fu, The Return is on
I'm
Spotify.
telling you, I
Oh my god, look at this.
dig that up and show you. That's the one. That's it.
There is a game as well. There is a game as well called Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
I really
was a big
wonder what the connection is with that. This from John Still, retweeting a John Lewinsky on Twitter. Someone on Twitter just renamed the Habs retro reverse jerseys tank tops.
Yep. I saw that
Fantastic.
going around.
Fantastic.
But John
Incredible.
still doesn't believe in the curse.
Who?
John Still.
No, who else said that? Oh, just every other media head said no, it's not the reverse jerseys.
Eric
I
Engels.
mean,
It was Engels. Oh no, we know. Like, don't blow smoke up our ass. We know.
they are terrible when they wear those damn things. I mean, if
I know.
it's-
Mitch Gallo said to me, "Don't be silly. They just went on the road, and they only won one game out of 7, and they didn't wear the reverse retro jerseys." And I was like, if they had worn the reverse retro, they would have lost all 7.
Yep,
Obviously,
easily.
here's my point.
100%. It's like, it's so fucking, oh my god. Oh, they just lost games when they don't wear the reverse retro jerseys. Yeah, well, they also win a lot more when they don't. So,
Yeah, it's science.
oh, they only wear them 8 games a year. Good, then fucking get rid of them. It's so stupid. I hate the gimmick with these fucking alternate jerseys.
Give us
I'm over
regular
it.
third.
I'm over it.
Oh my god, fat cat's getting fatter. Molson sells motherfucking beer. He doesn't need the money. The NHL doesn't need the money. If they say anything to the contrary, they are fucking lying to you. God damn it.
Is to get people to go out and spend $300 on a jersey.
Damn it. I mean, I want to get a Caulfield in red. God damn it. Oh,
You can.
I don't have.
man.
I officially don't have any active players' jerseys.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yep.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Do I?
I don't
Yeah,
have any.
Gallagher.
I think I do.
A reverse retro of Gallagher. I do have.
I have my
The old
very
one.
first jersey, which is a women's cut Gallagher, which I need to replace.
Don't like it?
The women's cut is terrible, but I didn't
Oh.
know better at the time because I didn't know you guys yet.
Yeah, don't get
Also,
women's.
I cannot fit into it anymore.
Yeah, the men's one comes with pockets. It's pretty nice.
What?
It
No.
does not. It doesn't. It doesn't.
However, there's
I don't know why
another
women's are wrong.
billion-dollar idea. Jerseys with pockets.
That would be great. That would be awesome.
It would
That
be
would
awesome.
just right where the seam is. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
hard to make pockets.
A phone pocket.
Oh, I have Nick Suzuki. I have a Nick Suzuki.
Oh, there you
So,
go. There you go.
I have a Nick Suzuki, and he's active. Yeah,
I
I
have
think
two
everybody.
Minecraft-
And I have Paul Byron, but he's injured.
Yeah, Polly Boy Iron. That'd be a different player on the ice that might do something that's not awful if he was on the ice.
I tweeted tonight. I was like, remember when we used to get Paul Byron shorties? And
Yeah.
somebody responded with the Titanic lady.
Mm.
Celine Dion.
84.
No, the old one.
The actress, the character. It's been 84 years.
That movie makes me even more sad because
There was room on the door.
no,
Yes.
fuck that.
I'll never fucking understand it. I'm just like, wait a minute, did he just die?
Because Bill Paxton is in that movie.
Yeah, he
And
died.
I love Bill Paxton. Loved him. And then yes, he did pass away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Very
That
sad.
is
One of
yeah.
I think this is a fact that I've mentioned before on the Happy Hour, but in regards to sci-fi, he's been killed by every major sci-fi monster. Alien in Aliens, the second movie, Aliens. He's been killed by the Predator and Predator 2. And what was that third one?
He got
The
turned into
Terminator.
a blob.
He was killed by the Terminator as well. In the Terminator 1.
He got turned into a big green slimy blob in Weird Science. He was the asshole older brother.
Oh, that's right.
He was the asshole older brother. Yeah.
He's been in everything. I love Bill
Yeah.
Paxton.
And then he got turned into a big green blob.
Almost got taken up by a
Yes.
tornado in Twister.
Yep.
Yep. Barely escaped death with him and Philip Seymour Hoffman in Twister.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He's in Twister.
I forgot he's in Twister.
He's
I
the
haven't seen him
nerdy
in
guy in the
so
van that does
long.
all the stuff for the storm
What a
calculations.
loss, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh my god, he was so fucking good.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right,
God.
I'm getting depressed. Let's talk about the Habs.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Actually, I don't know all that much else to talk about. I'm happy to see Savard and Edmondson together. Like they were the two people in tonight's game where they got the puck and they waited, which probably isn't a good indicator of a team that knows exactly what they're doing, but they waited for the rest of the team to get set up before doing anything. Oh man. I'm just
comment on Martin St. Louis being upset after the game.
yeah, I mean
First, can you hear me all right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting because he's withheld any criticism until now, and there's been a lot to criticize.
Yeah.
And so-
what the boiling point for him was tonight, because that first
I
period was
wonder.
atrocious.
Because a few games ago he was all, I am equally to blame sort of attitude, but now, I mean, I would be shocked if he named names. I'm sure he didn't, but now to just like kind of call people out and like squarely put the blame on the players. I wonder why. Because he's not vindictive or anything, like he's not being mean. So I wonder why. Lack of discipline, something. I'm going to have to go back and hear that.
It was the first period in particular that he was talking about.
Right.
So
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah. I was talking about this the other day, before they won their game on Saturday, and they'd had just like these horrifyingly bad lopsided losses. And just thinking about, what could they use right about now? And do you remember in that really bad season? I think it was the first year of the podcast.
which one?
Exactly. That's the one. The first year of the podcast. They brought in mid-season, they brought in downtown Mike Brown to close out the season. And he was just the guy he was great. Everybody loved him. He was not afraid to get his nose dirty. He would stick up for you, and he was a fucking barrel of laughs. And everybody loved him. He was just like this older, handlebar mustache, short, kind of Andrew Shaw type guy. And they got him, Bergevin brought him in, got him for nothing. at one point, and he was just like, it's just like a tradesman, you know, and he brought a good vibe back into that room. Who like, because now I'm wondering who is that in the room? The guy who lightens everything up and, you know, brings everybody together, and who is that now?
That was 2016 when that happened, so it was before the podcast.
It was before the podcast. Mike Brown, he was like a fan favorite too for the entirety of his stay in Montreal. Just one of those.
He was claimed off of waivers on Leap Day.
There we go.
Fun fact.
So it actually didn't happen.
Yeah. Leap Day.
Just like people born on Leap Day. Oh no.
They're not real.
Not real.
Not real. Henri Richard. He was like 8.
Oh wow. I wonder how they oh, there was a good joke about that too with Henri. Damn, I forget what the hell it was.
He was only like 30 or so.
Exactly, something like that.
One of my friends, his parents argue about when his real birthday is. Because his mom says that he was born on the 29th, but and then the hospital, like, because he's older, the hospital was like, no, we'll have to say it was the 28th because it's close enough.
Oh.
But his dad and his brothers all say, no, you were born on the 28th. And his mom was like, no, it's the 29th. So there's always
he knows.
Attention. He knows when his birthday
He
is.
knows.
Yes, she knows she had the baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at
I know
Dave's
what time
face.
my kids were born.
Looking at a list of Jewish hockey players.
Isn't Ben Sherratt one of them?
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure.
Nope. Not on
no,
this
it's Nate
list, at least.
Thompson.
Nate Thompson.
Yes, Nate Thompson is, as well as Adam Fox, Zach Hyman, and
Zach Hyman.
and new kid, the Hughes brothers, Jack, Quinn, and Luke.
Jack and Quinn. Did you already talk about
Could be
Tessa
wrong about
Virtue
Luke. I don't know if
getting
he's
engaged?
related to him. What's up?
No, we didn't.
Tessa Virtue is engaged to a Leaf?
Oh yeah, to fucking Mitch Marner.
No, Morgan Riley.
Oh really?
Morgan
The
Riley.
fucking Morgan Riley. That is terrible. That is the worst thing that happened to sports in like I don't know since
No, I still in my what's that
My
called?
heart of hearts, she belongs.
Maladapted daydreaming or whatever. She's with
Scott.
Scott.
Scott's going to kick that guy's ass at the wedding.
Scott better be in the wedding party.
Yeah.
Or giving her away.
He better be officiating that wedding.
Yes. Gosh, that'd be so fucking funny.
Oh, you have the best ideas. Giving her away.
Giving her away and officiating. YOLO.
YOLO.
Porque no los dos.
And one last kiss.
Oh my god.
Technically, I think you can do that if I'm remembering my officiating pamphlet well.
Yes.
Since I can do that. I can also bless things. You need something blessed, I can actually do that with the power
Bro,
of New
I
York
could do
State.
the fucking blessing.
Yeah, bless me, dude.
All right. Bam! All right, you're blessed by the power of New York State. Good job.
Thank you.
You guys can hear your easy passes for
I
the
feel
three-way.
better. Yeah.
All right, we got what? Less than, oh yeah, we're coming sort of kind of on the closing of the time. So the reason I missed the Blues game on Saturday, I went to watch The Whale,
And
Brendan Fraser's movie, and that was a harsh movie.
as in how?
It was good. And it was good to see Brendan Fraser in
Was it
anything.
emotionally eviscerating?
It was rather difficult to watch. You know my relationship with food. I don't have one.
No.
No.
Watching this, like, I can watch people drink themselves to death. You know, it's like, okay, you're just, okay, whatever. I can watch people, like, drug themselves to death. It's like, oh, yeah, it's really unfortunate. It sucks. I cannot watch people eat themselves to death. That hits me in a visceral way that I just didn't think existed until I was watching this movie. I was like, oh my fucking
Don't
Christ.
tell me anything else. I don't want any spoilers. I've deliberately, like, I know just
I
the
also still need to
littlest
watch it.
bit about
It's
that
very good. I've enjoyed it
I mean, also
very
Brendan
much.
Fraser.
movie. I love him so much.
Also, surprise,
love
not part of the plot, but one of the girls from Stranger Things is in the movie.
Ooh.
Max.
Oh.
I don't know her
She's
actress's
doing big
name.
things.
Huh?
She's doing big things. She was in the Taylor Swift mini
Ooh.
film music video thing.
And Max is a great character in Stranger Things as well.
She's
So
wonderful. I am very interested to see what happens to her in the next season.
Oh yes, very much, and we'll talk about that too. So yeah, I watched that. And speaking of Stranger Things, I was with somebody that's like, I've never seen Stranger Things, and I was like, well, we're gonna fix that tonight. So we binged like the first like 7 episodes of Stranger Things, or 5 or 6 episodes, and she was like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's pretty awesome.
I made it to the elevator scene and that was it.
Yep, the first
And-
20 seconds.
And Noah Schnapp came out as gay this week. And
Like the real one, or the one in the
yeah,
Okay, cool.
no, the actor.
Also, acclaimed Habs fan.
Yes, I saw him at a Habs game when I went to Boston to see the Bruins play the Habs. He was there in a
Nice.
Habs jersey because his dad is from Montreal.
Yes.
This was 10 million years ago.
Mm.
But
10 million years
yeah,
ago.
Noah Schnapp came out this weekend.
Awesome.
Good for him.
Good for
Welcome
him.
to the club.
Congratulations.
Didn't see that coming from a mile
Please.
away.
Hey,
Just saying.
still let people do things in their own time.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanna do some interesting betting, Bet99 Sports. Who is going to? Okay, no, they can't do that.
I don't want any,
But it would be interesting.
no betting talk.
It's awful. I know. I bet $10 on the Habs to win one game. They didn't. So,
Oh.
No.
I should have bet.
When I said that the Habs were going to win on Saturday, somebody went and made a bet and they won.
Nice. Look at you
Because Veronica's a witch.
using your powers for good.
Literally.
I had no such feeling today about winning.
Dave, I've made various ugly faces on the video portion of this podcast. Please choose a not ugly face for the
I know he
screenshot.
always chooses the worst one of me.
I always look so stupid.
You know what I do for that? What I do is that I have a timeline of the entire video and I go click, 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 click. Keeping that one. And then that's all
But
I
if
do.
I'm making myself have a double chin, please do not pick that one. Thanks.
Marking this down so that I don't miss it. Okay.
Oh my God.
What else did I watch? I finally finished Better Call Saul. Finished it. I wasn't quite taken with the ending,
Wow.
but I get it. Like, how else were they going to end that incredible show?
I never watched it, but I really liked that screenshot I sent you
I
guys.
can't.
That was
then
funny.
I can't really express anything else since Beth has not watched it because
I mean,
it
I'm not
is-
planning on watching it. I also have not watched Breaking Bad.
It is incredible.
It is.
Why watch what show about drugs?
Listen. I still haven't even watched Mad Men. Okay,
I haven't watched Mad Men.
it's been on my Netflix queue since it got put on Netflix.
Mad Men. You've never watched Mad Men, David?
Never.
Wow. I watched it when it was on.
That must be
Like-
nice.
Yeah, like once a week, a new episode, over 5 years or whatever the fuck it was. I really liked it. It's incredibly well done. It's incredibly sexist. We're talking about the ad scene in the 60s.
Oh yeah,
but
it's America.
It is a very just character development, and one of the characters, he's just profoundly depressed, and I can only watch it once because it just it was hard. It was good, but you don't go away going, wow, I've got to watch that whole thing again. Nope, never. I'm done. Once was good for me.
Yeah, for me, I could watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul over and over again.
Yeah, me too.
Love
Yeah.
it. Oh my god,
Yeah, same here.
great shows.
Yeah, but Mad Men leaves you
Word.
leaves you drained.
Mm-hmm.
But it is really good.
There's another show coming out.
And there's all kinds of shit in there that, like, you guys are obviously younger than I am, but there's all kinds of stuff in there that where you're like, their attitude towards litter in those days. Like the family is out having a picnic on this blanket, this beautiful outdoor picnic scene, blah, blah, blah. And when they leave, she just grabs the blanket and shakes all the plates and napkins and all the shit just off it onto the ground in the park, and they leave. And that shit used to happen. Like when you look at Rocky, the original Rocky movie, and he's walking down.
Oh, they're just throwing shit.
There's just trash. Oh, goodness. Yeah. But yeah, there's stuff in there that's kind of like, oh yeah, like that's changed.
Mm-hmm.
People just driving drunk.
Oh yeah.
And like drinking and driving while they're driving and just all kinds of shit like that.
Yes.
I mean, it's.
Have you guys
I can't
watched The Americans?
No.
No.
You should. It's so
What is
good.
that? I think we've talked about this.
We have talked about it. It is set in the 70s and 80s in Washington, D.C. It's about two like deep cover Russian spies played by Matthew Rhys and
Some chick.
no, she's important.
It's the only thing she's ever been in.
That's not true.
Margot Robbie. She's in everything.
No. That'd be great though.
But Margot Martindale is in it.
Okay. I don't know that.
She's their handler, Carrie Russell.
Oh, her.
So they're married, and they are Russian spies that have been sent to be spies in Washington D.C. And they have to be married and play Americans, and they have to assimilate into society and pretend to be American citizens. And it's set during the Cold War. And it just
interesting.
shows
Dude, I
about
do that
their
like
lives
every
and whatever.
day. It's not that hard.
Huh?
I said I do that every day. It's not that hard. They haven't caught me yet.
It's really good. They
Just stimulating.
also live next to an FBI agent. That's one of their neighbors, and it's one of the coaches from Miracle, that plays one of the actors from the movie Miracle plays the FBI agent.
Nice.
But anyway, the show is very good.
What is it? Is it
The American?
Oh, is it?
FX.
It is FX.
I might be able to find that.
Yeah. No,
I don't know where.
Emmerich.
I don't know where you'd
Emmerich.
be able to stream that. I don't know where I could stream that. The Americans.
There's lots of stuff on Crave. I'm telling you, Crave is a really great little bundle there of all kinds of stuff that you can find.
Watch The American. For me, where did I watch The
I have
American?
Apparently,
everything.
it's on
It's on-
Hulu.
It's on Hulu for us, so it's probably on Crave. A lot of things that are on Hulu for us are on Crave for
Yeah.
Canadians.
Yeah.
So no, it's very good. The soundtrack is excellent.
HBO. Yeah. The soundtrack? Oh yeah,
The
I'll bet.
soundtrack is excellent.
Okay, now I definitely want to watch.
Yeah, it has they do oh, I mean it's a lot of like 70s and 80s stuff. Like they do like time accurate stuff.
yeah.
There's really cool storylines.
Historically accurate.
There we go, historically accurate. There's really cool storylines. Also, the girl that plays Ruth in that show that we all watch that we love on Netflix, Ozark. The girl that plays Ruth on Ozark, she
Oh.
has a big storyline at one point in The Americans.
Great. Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah. Sign me up. I'm sold.
And it's all out, so you can finish it whenever you want to.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice. I've always liked watching America in the Ronald Reagan years.
He's barely even in. I don't think you even see Ronald Reagan that much, which is really nice.
Cool.
It's really a lot of stuff from, I mean, it's focused on like the side of the Russian spies, and I mean, it definitely makes you very sympathetic to them, which is I think the point. But
I've always been very supportive of Russia and everything that they do.
it's a really good show, and then Carrie Russell and Matthew Rhys do a really good job. I don't know, it's I really like it's something that I could definitely watch over and over and over again.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm sold. I'm looking for it as soon as we get off.
Yes.
What have you been watching, Veronica?
I watched because I just came across it and I've always thought, oh, I want to watch that show because I love the actor so much, Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
I watched The Newsroom.
Oh yeah, that was a liberal wet dream.
It was, well, except for the
I
main
heard that was
character,
good.
Jeff Daniels is a Republican. And, you know, anyways, obviously it's about a newsroom. It's Aaron Sorkin. So
Yup.
it's got the punchy dialogue and the very, you know, like, after about 4 or 5 episodes, you're like, okay, I'm used to it now. But people don't talk like that.
No,
They
they
don't
don't.
talk like that. They just don't.
Just like how
oh,
West
yeah,
Wing,
yeah,
nobody
yeah,
acts like that
thumbs.
either.
Yeah. But
True.
it sucks you in. And I thought it was really well. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the characters. I really liked the actors and all that stuff. And it's a very brief, they did it all in 25 episodes, 3 kind of short seasons. And then out of curiosity, and I enjoyed it. And I liked how they ended it and everything. And then I went afterwards and I went and read, I was interested in, reading a review or something like that. And I came across a really scathing, awful, rotten review. And I just thought, you're miserable, dude.
Fired.
Yeah, you're like, why would you take something like just when ridiculed everything, had absolutely no love for Aaron Sorkin, I'll tell you that, but just tore
I
it
wonder
apart.
why.
Why? Do you know how they sad they must be to that's how they make their living? Like these tabloids and all that shit, and the way that people write about people, like, I don't know, man.
Trying to find what else Mr. Sorkin's done in
The
film.
West Wing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like movies though. 'Cause
And he had like a drug bust too recently.
He wrote A Few Good Men. He wrote Charlie Wilson's War. He wrote The Social Network, which I didn't know.
Oh,
That was
I
interesting.
didn't know that either.
He wrote Moneyball. He wrote
He knows his way around a script. That's that guy.
He
dude.
wrote the Steve Jobs film, where Steve Jobs was played by Michael Fassbender, that nobody remembers.
No.
Then in recent years, Molly's Game, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and
This game was good.
that was a Netflix one, and Being the Ricardos. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I haven't seen that.
Who actually played Lucy?
Nicole Kidman
It does, and Javier.
and Javier
Oh, yeah.
Bardem.
Oh.
Yeah, for that other person. That's cool. Oh, J.K. Simmons is in it. Perfect. I'll watch any movie with J.K. Simmons in it. All right, that's it. We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
Next game for the Habs is Thursday. That's Subban's homecoming. I
my
asked a bunch of my
I'll
hockey
be at
friends what they thought about that, and they said, I think it's great. Subban never had a sending off. I'm like, are you motherfucking insane? Anyway,
Okay.
it's the worst marketing idea I can think of. Of
I
course, people
yeah.
are going to go fucking crazy for it, but I just don't see the point.
Yeah.
I'll be at
He has a
work, so-
wing of the fucking hospital named after him. What else do we have to give him?
I don't know.
When's Markov coming back? I'll watch that one. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
Markov and Pecan, it's the same night. Anyway, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Like, subscribe,
Goodbye,
etc.
bye, bye, bye,
Enjoy your
bye.
time. Get vaccinated. If you haven't already.
Vegetable.
And not eat barbecue or